Are you looking to purchase an Aventon Aventure, but you're not sure which version to get? You have a version 1 and you have a version 2. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you the difference between the two to help you with your purchase decision. So let's get into it. Now this is my Aventure 1. And with that, this bike has over 1,300 miles on it. I've had it for 2 years. I've had it on like over 30 adventures, a lot of them that I've filmed. We've wrecked it multiple times. We've ripped the fenders off. I mean, it's just things like that, but it's still a great bike. And this is my Adventure 2 with only 25 miles on it. Currently, the version 1 is only $14.99 and the version 2 is $18.99. But is there a big enough difference for that $400 extra? Well, we're gonna find out. Let's start off by talking about what features are the same on each of these models. Both bikes will come with metal front and rear fenders. Well, they were actually there when I bought it. Both bikes will come with the removable lithium-ion 720 watt-hour, 48-volt, 15 amp-hour battery. As a matter of fact, you can switch the batteries between the bikes. Both bikes also have the 750-watt Bafang rear hub motor that has the peak power of 1,130 watts. Front and rear 2-piston hydraulic brakes with matching 180mm rotors. 8-speed Shimano transmission with trigger shifters. They also have the same seat post, frame, front forks that are 180mm fully suspension forks. These are made by Zoom. These are made by Zoom. They're just branded Aventon. Both bikes have these huge 26 by 4-inch tires. Both bikes have thumb throttles, which are on the left-hand side. Both bikes will do 28 miles per hour. And both bikes have the payload capacity of 400 pounds. Each will have a color display that hooks into an app. They both have front headlights that are integrated into the battery, and they both have tail lights that are integrated into the battery. That's where things start to change. Now, let's go over the differences. On the original Venture, the step-over comes in 3 sizes. You have small, which is great for somebody who's 5'1" to 5'9", medium, for those who are 5'7" to 5'11", and large, which accommodates somebody who's 5'11" all the way up to 6'4". When it comes to the different sizes, please note that for the step-over, all they are doing is lowering this top bar and lowering your seat post height. So the smaller you go, the lower these things are to make it easier to get on and off. When I purchased my Venture, I didn't really look at that. I just thought I needed a large. Now I'm 5'9", and this is a large. So that's why my seat post doesn't come up very far. Realistically, the bike's too big for me, but I made it work. It comes in 3 colors: green, tan, and black. The step-through version of this bike comes in 2 sizes. They call it a small medium, which helps those who are 4'11" to 5'7", and a medium large, which starts at 5'7" and goes to 6'1". It also comes in 3 colors: tan, green, and red. The step-through and the step-over both weigh 73 pounds. The Adventure 2 step-over comes in 2 sizes. You have regular, which is good for those who are 5'3" up to 5'10", and then you have a large, which starts at 5'10" and goes to 6'4". It comes in 2 colors, this slate gray or a green that they call camouflage. The step-through model also comes in 2 sizes. You have regular, which is good for someone who's 4'11" up to 5'7", and the large model starts off at 5'7" and goes to 6'1". You also have 2 color choices with the step-through. You have a beautiful blue and a black. Both versions of the Adventure 2 weigh 77 pounds. The Adventure 2 comes stock with a back rack. The original Adventure, it does not, but it can be purchased through their website for about 65 bucks. This back rack seems to not have a lot of area here in the middle. And when we first bought this rack, we had an issue with this loosening up and sliding to the rear. Aventon solved that issue with the new rack design. Not only is it connected here, but it's connected here. And even if it loosens up, it will not go all the way back. Although I don't see where you can connect some panniers to the side of this rack or some ropes, maybe if you put a little bolt out of that side area right there. As you can see, the original rack had anchoring points for some straps or your panniers. The original Adventure for me came with Zoom brakes, which over the time I've had to do lever bleeds quite often actually. The Adventure 2 is using Tektro brakes, which I've seen in multiple bike shops everywhere. I'm hoping that I won't have to do many brake bleeds or brake lever bleeds with this bike. Okay, this just got weird, I know it, but hear me out. I was doing the video and I was getting ready to show the difference on the displays between the Adventure and the Adventure 2 when mine wouldn't start up. It was dead in the water. And I was like, oh no. So then I tried to mess with it and try to see if I could get it to come on. Then it went to me getting sidetracked and, emailing and chatting with Aventon. And then I tried a couple hours to get things done. Well, then I ran out of time. Right now, my bike is still dead. We have figured out that we are going to, I've ordered a new controller for it. So when that comes in, I think that my bike was just, my Adventure was like, hey, I'm a little bit jealous of the new guy. So you're talking about him and I want a little attention too. So it decided to just not work, which is fine because I've had over 1,300 miles on that bike that's been basically problem free. So I can't really complain. We'll get her fixed because she is my first love and we'll get her going down the road. Now we're back in Chicago. This garage is not heated like the other one. But we're going to get this video finished. I want you to have this information, so let's get back into it. The Adventure does not have a Derailer Guard, while the Adventure 2 comes stock with one. The Adventure has an integrated taillight and brake light that's on the left-hand side. The Adventure 2 has dual brake lights and turn signals. The Adventure has a cadence sensor. It has 5 different pedal assist levels, and what that means is if you put it in pedal assist 1, you're only going to be able to go a certain speed. Put it in pedal assist 2, that takes you a little bit faster, all the way up until you hit to pedal assist 5. Knowing that means that let's say if you're in pedal assist 3, well, and you're doing 20 miles an hour, you're not going to be able to go any faster than that in pedal assist 3 unless you're trying really hard and really pushing the system. The Adventure 2 has a torque sensor, and that makes the riding experience totally different. Instead of the 5 pedal assist levels, this one has 4. It has Eco, Touring, Sport, and Turbo. Now the great thing about a torque sensor is that you can be in Eco, which in theory is pedal assist 1, and you are not limited to only going 8 or 10 miles. When I tested this, I had it in Eco mode, and I had the bike up to 20 miles an hour. So because of that makes a huge difference and a huge difference in riding experience when it comes between the Adventure and the Adventure 2. Aventon also says the Adventure will do 45 miles on pedal assist and 27 miles using just throttle only. The Adventure 2 will do 60 miles on a single battery charge and 30 miles using throttle only. Well, I'm going to be testing that theory out in the next video, and we're going to be doing a long distance test to see how long it's going to take me before I drain the battery. So let's sum it all up. Is it worth the $400 difference? The Adventure comes in 3 sizes and 3 colors, while the Adventure 2 comes in 2 sizes and 2 colors. One weighs 73 pounds, the other one weighs 77 pounds. The Adventure uses a cadence sensor, while the Adventure 2 has a torque sensor. With the Adventure, you get 1 tail light. With the Adventure 2, you get dual tail lights and turn signals. The Adventure has 5 levels of pedal assist, and the Adventure 2 has 4 levels. The Adventure can go 45 miles with pedal assist and 27 miles throttle only, while the Adventure 2 can do 60 miles using pedal assist and 30 miles using throttle only. The Adventure does not come with a Derailer Guard or a rear rack, but the Adventure 2 comes with both. So there you have it. Now you know the difference between the Adventure and the Adventure 2. Which one are you going to buy? All right, guys, do me a favor. If you find value in these videos that I've been doing for you, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That would be very helpful. But even more helpful would be if you are going to purchase this bike, go ahead, use my link below, and that'll let Aventon know that, hey, you guys value my videos. More videos coming soon, so until I see you again, enjoy the ride.